The grand hall buzzes with quiet excitement, the atmosphere tense yet hopeful. Delegates from Earth and the Zorakian Empire, a species known for their cold logic and advanced technology, sit across from each other. Their vast differences are evident, but today is about unity. At the center of the Zorakian group sits Ayarala, a young envoy, her blue skin shimmering under the lights. Though physically similar to humans, her large, iridescent eyes set her apart, constantly scanning her surroundings with quiet curiosity. Ayarala feels a sense of fascination toward humans. They are raw, emotional, and unpredictable. In her species, emotion is controlled, functional. To her, humans' attachment to mundane things like food is strange. Yet there's something about their passion for sharing meals, the way they express joy and comfort over a simple dish, that she finds intriguing. The room is filled with Earth's culinary creations, but food holds little significance to Zorakians, whose biology doesn't require the same sustenance. They absorb energy directly from the environment. Ayarala watches humans laugh, sharing stories over plates of food, their connection apparent. It's a bonding ritual she doesn't fully understand but feels drawn to. Her gaze lands on the most peculiar item, a plate of small, round objects that emit a pleasant aroma. It's subtle, warm, and inviting. She knows enough about human customs to recognize these as cookies. An odd tradition, she thinks, offering food as a sign of friendship. Yet, it seems to work for them. Her lips curl slightly in amusement as she observes the human's pride in such a simple gesture. A human diplomat steps forward, his voice warm and welcoming. He holds up the plate of cookies as though it's a treasure. "These," he says, "are a symbol of our hospitality, of comfort in times of uncertainty, and most of all, of friendship." He places the plate gently before the Zorakian delegation. His eyes settle on Ayarala, sensing her curiosity. "Perhaps you'd like to try one, Ayarala?" She hesitates. Food wasn't a necessity for her kind, and certainly not something to indulge in for pleasure. Yet she can't help but feel drawn to the offer. The cookie looks innocent enough, soft, golden, dotted with small chunks of something dark. It seems fragile, almost delicate. The human diplomat smiles. "It's safe, I promise." Ayarala exchanges a glance with the elder Zorakians at her side. They remain stoic, their disinterest in human food apparent. Still, they nod in encouragement, urging her to engage with the humans on their terms. She extends her hand, carefully lifting one of the cookies. The warmth of it surprises her. It's as though the small object holds life in its heat. She hesitates for a moment longer, contemplating the oddity of it all. She brings it closer, the aroma now more intense, sweet, with an underlying complexity. There's something deeply nostalgic about it, though she can't place the feeling. What could a species so bound by their physical needs find in this simple thing that connects them so strongly? Her curiosity takes over. What harm could one bite cause? The cookie is soft as it touches her lips, and then the flavor explodes in her mouth. It's nothing like she expected. Sweetness floods her senses, followed by layers of richness and warmth. She chews slowly, her alien senses amplifying each texture, each nuance. But then, something shifts. Her eyes widen as an overwhelming wave of sensation hits her, a mix of emotions she can't name but feels with startling intensity. Ayarala's mind spirals as the flavor envelopes her. The warmth and sweetness of the cookie crash into her like a tidal wave, overwhelming her senses. She had no idea something so small could unleash such a tempest within her. Her enhanced alien biology breaks the taste down into complex emotional experiences, each more intense than the last. She can't process the sensation fast enough. It's as if the cookie is a portal into human memory and feeling. A jolt of energy surges through her, a flicker of latent psychic power awakening within. The room seems to pulse with her emotions, broadcasting waves of confusion and exhilaration. As she grasps for control, the first hint of trouble emerges. An involuntary ripple shoots through the assembly, subtle yet undeniable. Humans exchange glances, sensing something amiss. Ayarala's perception shifts entirely. The taste of the cookie morphs into a floodgate of human memories. Laughter around a family table, the warmth of a mother's embrace, the bittersweet taste of nostalgia. Each flavor unearths emotions she has never felt before, the joy of connection, the ache of loss, and the sweet comfort of shared experience. It overwhelms her, causing confusion and joy to intertwine, as she finds herself empathizing deeply with these strange beings. As the emotional tide rises, Ayarala's psychic abilities spiral beyond her control. The initial shockwaves intensify, ricocheting through the room, as if her very essence is now intertwined with those of the humans around her. They begin to feel what she feels: love, warmth, nostalgia, powerful currents that pull them closer together. Objects around them tremble, glasses rattle, and the air seems to thrum with energy. The other Zorakians, observing the chaos, shift uncomfortably, their stoicism breaking. They feel the tremors of her power and realize she is losing her grip. Their eyes dart nervously, a mix of concern and confusion etched on their faces. Meanwhile, the humans, initially bewildered, start to notice the change within themselves. Their own memories awaken, suddenly vivid and emotionally charged. In that moment, a strange and profound connection forms. Humans are no longer isolated in their experiences. They sense a bond with Ayarala, as if they can share in her feelings, her joy, and her confusion. The atmosphere shifts, signaling a deepening connection that transcends species, binding them together in a tapestry of shared emotions. As Ayarala struggles to regain control, she feels the weight of those emotional threads pulling at her, wrapping around her heart and mind. Each human's expression transforms from puzzlement to understanding, a realization dawning that they are experiencing something extraordinary together. This unity, born from a simple cookie, unfolds into a moment neither species will soon forget. As the storm of sensations begins to settle, Ayarala takes a deep breath. Her powers stabilize, the psychic waves calming into a gentle hum. Yet, the emotional connection she inadvertently forged remains palpable, lingering in the air like a warm embrace. The humans, including diplomats, look around, their expressions shifting from confusion to understanding. They feel a new sense of unity, not just with Ayarala but with each other. It's as if an unspoken language has formed, one that transcends mere words or diplomatic agreements. Their hearts and minds resonate with the shared experience, fostering a profound understanding. Gradually, the effects of the cookie start to wear off, but something remarkable begins to unfold. The humans notice subtle changes. Their senses sharpen, sounds become more vibrant, and emotions crystallize with startling clarity. A feeling of intuition washes over them, as though hidden aspects of their minds are awakening. They share quick glances of disbelief as these new sensations wash over them, and a realization dawns: this is not mere coincidence. The cookie's emotional imprint, combined with Ayarala's psychic influence, has unlocked latent abilities deep within them. They begin to experience a faint echo of the psychic powers that the Zorakians possess. Ayarala stands in awe, realizing the magnitude of what has happened. The cookie, a simple object, has become a symbol of human emotion and culture intertwined with her own alien biology. This extraordinary event has forged a bond that allows them to share not only thoughts but feelings and memories. The implications are profound, marking a turning point in their relationship. The humans and Zorakians, once seen as distant and alien to one another, now understand that they are capable of forming connections that run deeper than anyone had imagined. In this moment of clarity, Ayarala and the humans reflect on their experiences. Despite their vast biological differences, their emotions, desires, and memories reveal striking similarities. The warmth of love, the pangs of loss, and the joy of connection are universal threads that bind them. This newfound understanding lays the groundwork for a partnership that transcends their species, one that could lead to collaboration in ways they had never envisioned. They recognize that they are more alike than they had ever thought possible, a realization that will shape their future interactions and build a foundation for true cooperation. The boundaries of their worlds begin to blur, replaced by a shared vision for what their combined strengths could achieve. In the aftermath of the event, diplomats from both the human delegation and the Zorakians convened to discuss the unprecedented turn of events. What began as a simple diplomatic gesture, a cookie, has opened an entirely new frontier in their relationship. Conversations flow around the table, animated discussions about the psychic bond that emerged during the cookie experience. Both sides are eager to explore the implications of this newfound connection, intrigued by the potential for deeper understanding. Scientists from both species, inspired by the emotional and psychic resonance, begin brainstorming research initiatives. They contemplate the mechanics of the bond, hypothesizing how it could be harnessed for mutual benefit. Ideas swirl about creating cultural exchange programs that not only allow for shared meals but also foster emotional and psychic exploration. The diplomats leave the meeting with a sense of purpose, united in their resolve to deepen this relationship. Meanwhile, Ayarala and the humans she connected with sit together, reflecting on their extraordinary experience. They share their feelings, recalling the emotional flood that swept through the room. Each realizes how critical those emotions are for understanding one another. What had felt so alien is now a source of connection. An unspoken kinship blooms between them, transforming their initial curiosity into a genuine friendship, one that seemed unimaginable just hours before. With the symbiotic bond firmly established, both species begin to envision the possibilities that lie ahead. The human's emotional depth and creativity combined with the Zorakian's advanced technology and psychic capabilities create a fertile ground for collaboration. They consider joint ventures in space exploration, sharing knowledge that could benefit both cultures. The notion of working side by side fills them with excitement, as they anticipate the breakthroughs that might arise from this partnership. As the day comes to a close, Ayarala glances at the now empty cookie plate, a small smile spreading across her face. That seemingly insignificant cookie has sparked profound changes in the course of both species. What began as a simple cultural exchange has morphed into something much more meaningful, an enduring partnership that promises to shape the future. Together they stand on the brink of a new era, one defined by understanding, empathy, and shared goals. The potential for a brighter future has never seemed more tangible, igniting hope in both human and Zorakian hearts.